If you own a commercial property, you should consider the importance of proper commercial electrical wiring. Many different types of electrical wiring are used, and some are safer than others. It is important to know what types of wires are used in your space and to use the right ones for your location. Listed below are some common options for your commercial property. You can find the best option for your needs by looking into the following tips. Read on to learn more. The most common type of commercial electrical wiring is raceway and conductor. It uses a metallic or non-metallic conduit to provide power to various outlets. In addition, it can include an equipment ground conductor. The type of conduit used depends on the properties and design plans for the building. Copper and aluminum conductors are the most common types of conductors, and they are most commonly used in feeders and branch circuits. The wiring used in residential homes is generally small and narrow. It is covered in plastic sheathing to protect the wires and the area around them. In contrast, commercial wiring is often positioned in the ceiling rafters and can be easily accessed. The difference between residential and commercial electrical wiring is the type of insulation used for both. In residential homes, the wires are usually covered with a sheath, but in a commercial building, the wires are often covered with heavy-duty insulating material that prevents heat and cold. A commercial electrical wiring specialist is more experienced and skilled at bigger commercial projects. Unlike residential applications, commercial electrical work requires much more planning. You will need a different type of wire and installation than you would for a 500 square foot home. Because of the larger scale, it is important to hire a licensed professional who has experience working with general contractors and architects. In addition to this, the stakes are much higher in a commercial setting. Incorrectly installed electrical wiring could shut down your business and cost you a significant amount of money. Unlike residential buildings, commercial buildings require more wires than a typical home. They depend on heavy equipment that needs power, and they need wires that can handle the weight. There is a huge difference between residential and commercial wiring. A good electrician should know these differences and can be a great asset to your business. When choosing an electrician, make sure you choose someone with experience and a license. If your commercial building has a lot of heavy electrical equipment, it is best to hire a qualified, licensed professional. Residential electrical wiring is covered in sheath insulation, which protects against potential electric shocks. Most residential wiring is single-phase 120 volts, with 3 wires for each phase. However, a 2-phase system may be needed to accommodate more complex appliances. The type of electrical wiring used in commercial buildings also differs from that of a residential house. For commercial wiring, a single-phase system has 3 wires and a neutral one, while a 3-phase system uses only one. The design of a commercial building is very different from that of a residential building. It is crucial to consider the size of the facility and the number of machines in the room. Because the power demands of a commercial environment are high, commercial wiring typically consists of heavy-duty wires. Depending on the industry, the type of electrical wiring can range from a simple wiring system in a small business to a complex wiring system in a large factory. The wiring in a commercial building is different than the wiring in a residential building. It is protected by tubes and is visible for easy access. This is a necessary component of a commercial electrical system because the type of wiring is critical to the productivity of a building. In addition to being convenient, the proper wiring in a commercial structure will be safe and reliable for employees and tenants. A properly installed commercial electrical system will also ensure that the building is a safe place to work. The basic types of wires used in a home are made of metal and plastic. These cables are very thin and are often in contact with things and will burn if they are not properly insulated. In addition to a protective sheathing, It is important to understand how to use a commercial electrical system in a building. During this process, it is essential to know the code requirements for a commercial building, and a certified electrician can help you meet these requirements.